Sakuems, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Emily. I'm a French artist and YouTuber. In this week's video, I'm going to review some oil paints sent to me by Art Accelerators. So before I jump into showing you the paints and how I made this painting, I would like to say thank you to Art Accelerators for sending me the paints and for working with me. This is a sponsored video, but my opinions about the paints are 100% completely honest. I actually really like them, and I'm so happy that I get to be able to share this with you and promote the brand because I think they are really nice. So yeah, if you're interested into seeing me how I did this, then keep on watching. And of course, if you like to get the paints and check them out on Amazon, I will have the link right below the description. Now let's take a look at the paints, and I will of course give you a lot of information about the product, and then we'll jump into the time lapse of the painting. Enjoy! So here's the set of the paints. It says oil paints from Art Accelerators. This retails for $18.85 for a set of 32 colors. That is really affordable, and I personally think that oil can be a little bit scary at first because you don't want to ruin the paints, and you don't also want to spend a lot of money into a new medium that you are not familiar with. So getting a beginner or an affordable set with a lot of colors is, to me, the best way to try oil painting, because you don't have to be freaking out about wasting the paints, and you can practice and you can actually make something kind of nice. You will probably think that, yeah, but the tubes are really small, I can't do anything with that. The thing is though, because of all the colors, you don't have to do as much mixing as you would think. It's already pre-mixed, so you don't use as much paint as you would use if you add just, for example, the primary colors. You will have to do a lot of mixing, so this is pretty cool because it's already mixed for you. Here are the paints. I put them out of the packaging, so they are in a cardboard plastic insert type of trays. So there's 32 colors. You have a pretty good selection of blues, purples, a lot of the earthy tones and yellows. Of course, there's a lot of greens and white, then a couple of the warmer tones here, more like tons of reds, two kinds of pinks, a gray that is quite handy sometimes. You don't want to use too much black, I believe, in paints. The product page basically says that there are rich, smooth and bright colors, 100% non-toxic, so it's safe to use for anyone. This works for beginners or more advanced painters. So those are professional quality but very affordable, so I'm really excited to try them out. And I will first do a little chart with all the colors because I want to see how they are based on the packaging, if this is true to the shade on the packaging or not. So let's take a look at the colors and do the chart. I will use those. I will also use odorless. This is turpentine substitute that I got into my local Gerstecker. This is like online art store. So I have that. And I will also use liquid. This is entirely optional. This to me is just a way to improve a little bit of the shine for the paint and also to speed up the drying time. So I really like that product. So let's go with the painting. Before I actually give you my opinion about the paints and how I was able to work with them, I just want to mention a couple of features for those paints. So like I said, I will link in the description right below the video the actual Amazon page for the product. So the price is below $20 as of right now when I was looking at it, and it has a lot of reviews, and mostly, I mean, pretty much everyone saying that they are quite nice. So I will also link the Instagram account for the brands if you'd like to check it out. They feature a lot of really cool paintings, and it's really nice for inspirations. I'm not really used to working with oils in the first place, but I've been working with oils from different brands before, and I can 100% say that they are very nice. Like, I have nothing bad to say about the paints. I think that maybe some color may be a little bit too transparent, but I think it's mainly because of how I use them. It's not like, I think pretty much in every range and every brands you have colors that are opaque and some are a little bit more transparent. But what they say is it's pretty true. Like, they're very bright colors, as you can see with the chart and also in the painting. What I really like is that I've never got any headache while I was working on the painting. There is this smell of oils, but they're not toxic, and I was using this odorless mineral spirit for my like to dilute the paints and also the liquid, and I think the most scent is coming from my liquid medium. So what I really like about oil paintings over acrylics, I do also like acrylics, but there's two things that I really recommend if you want to try and you haven't really worked with any of those paints. Try to work with oils first, because the colors, they will dry as they are on the tube, and when you pre-mix your colors and when you mix them, that is the color you will get. With acrylic paint, they are drying darker, so it's a little bit harder for you to really see where you're going with your painting, because you think that you're going to apply like one shade of pink, and suddenly when it's drying it's darker, and so it's a little bit trickier to understand how to blend. With the oil paints, because the colors are true to what they are in the tube, and also because they dry slower, you have all the time you need to fix anything. You can wait for it to dry a bit, and then you come after and you smooth it out with like a very dry brush, which is what I did. And it's never it's never finished. It's just that you can come back at it really easily. This is a very technical approach to the paints, whereas with watercolors, they always just blend so easily on the paper, and acrylics tend to dry darker. So the oil paints are a little bit easier from a color theory point, which is what I like myself, because I'm a huge fan of color theory and how to incorporate different hues in a painting, and that was easier once I got the once I understood how to lay colors and how to wait and before I put more colors. Then it was actually really nice. The only thing that I didn't really like was not the paint's fault in any ways, is that I probably should have painted something a little bit bigger. Even though it's a portrait, this was a little bit too small for me, because I really like to have a lot of details, and I don't have the brushes for the size of painting. I usually work bigger when I use paints, but besides that, I really enjoyed working on this. I did 3 layers, and I waited about 4 to 5 days between layers. I could probably do a 4th layer if I really wanted to get more details, but it's just a little study to test out the paints. I don't want to spend like an entire month on this painting. The flowers probably just need a little bit more work, but I still really like how it turned out. So yeah, those paints, to be honest, I don't have anything bad to say. I highly recommend you try it out, especially if you're in the States, because I'm pretty sure there's like free shipping, and it's like under $20 for a set of 32 paints. And I was afraid I will lose a lot, but I barely made a dent into like any of the colors. The only one that I use a little bit more is the white. So if you can get an extra white tube of like a student quality oil paint, then you can maybe get that as an extra paint. But to try it out, the set itself is pretty good. Like I really like it. I do think that having that many colors sometimes can be a little bit scary at first, but if you do the chart, you will know exactly what shade you need for your artworks. I really like to incorporate a lot of shade. So when I saw the selection of colors, I was really happy, because I was, oh my god, that's like a pink, and there's like a dark pink, and there's like this blue and this green, and it's just making it so much easier, because I didn't have to think twice about, oh my god, how I'm gonna mix that. I was able to just concentrate myself on the actual painting and enjoy that part without having to spend like 30 minutes mixing the paints, because I have laid them out on my palette, the ones that I needed, and I just really quickly was able to just think, oh yeah, this color is what I need. I just have to add a little bit of white to it or a little bit of blue to it, and I'm good to go. I do think that it's pretty important to have a little bit of color theory knowledge to do so, but that
easy to find. You can just Google color theory and you'll have a lot of information. And I will make more videos about color theory because I actually learned that in school. And it's pretty, it sounds hard at first, but it's really, really simple if you think about it. It's all about finding the proper link between colors, and that applies to every medium, by the way. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. I think I covered what I wanted to mention about the actual paints. Like I said, I recommend them. You should check it out. I really like the outcome. I really like the colors. I really like the brightness. And I like that they don't really smell. Yeah, the only thing that I didn't like is that I'm pretty much sure that I need more practice with the paints, but that was very nice for me as well because it pushed me to try new things. It pushed me to adapt my style a tiny bit and to have a bit more patience with my work. So this character is from a sketch that I did a couple months ago. I actually asked on Instagram for my followers to pick the sketch I will do with the paints and another one that I will do with like copic markers. And so this was the most voted artwork. Nothing really fancy, it's just a portrait of a girl with like flowers. That's my go-to recipe, right? But yeah, I don't have a lot more to say about the design. This is one of those studies, you know, I didn't want to have like anything crazy to test some paints that had to be quite fast to do. But I'll definitely work with paints again. I really recommend you try this set because it's not like a huge investment, and if you enjoy working with the paints, you can then invest in different quality if you'd like. But to be honest, for what they were, like, I can totally use just those paints. Yeah, for the price range they have. I was expecting a little bit more trouble, you know, with like the quality itself or the flow of the paints, but no, at all. Like, there's nothing wrong, so I'm really happy with that. Anyway, that's basically what I had to say about the paints and this great set from Art Accelerators. So if you'd like to check it out, remember, as I said, link will be in the description right below the video. And if you'd like to get this painting, I have the original available in my Etsy store. And also, if you are yourself using oil paints, I would love to know like what your preference are. If you really usually work like on the bigger size canvas than if you are using, let's say, like markers or colored pencils. If you'd like to see more of my videos, then don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads. I post every Saturday. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye, guys.